Matthew Tkachuk, one of the most unique players in today's game, Tkachuk possesses a rare skill set that has given him the unassumed term of being a hockey unicorn, meaning that he has a unique combination of skill, size, and tenaciousness that is infectious on ice. In this video, we're going to explore Tkachuk's past, specifically his tenure in Calgary, go over some incidents and pieces of information in order to come to a conclusion at the end of the video. And with that, is Matthew Tkachuk a locker room cancer, or simply misunderstood? 2016. After failing to qualify for the postseason of the year, Bradshaw Living and company were likely feeling a little optimistic. Reason being, the GM would be selecting within the top 6, and with the draft class including Austin Matthews and Patrick Laine at the forefront, there was plenty of talent to go around. By the time the 6th selection came about, interestingly, Matthew Tkachuk, who was projected by many to be the 4th selection, was still available. Therefore, Living sought the opportunity to draft the second-generation NHLer and brought Tkachuk into the fold. After recording 107 points during his draft-eligible season with the London Knights, Tkachuk had proven that he could produce offensively. Not only was he gifted in that regard, but Tkachuk was known to have other tools in his wheelhouse as well, as he was able to agitate and bring out the worst per se in each and every opponent with ease. And Tkachuk made sure that, despite being a rookie, he was going to introduce himself to rivals all around. The most infamous rivalry that Tkachuk had early in his career was the one he formed with LA Kings defenseman Drew Doughty. In hockey culture, in previous years especially, there's been this unspoken rule that rookies would respect veterans and know their place on ice. Since things have been modernizing, this way of thinking has been deteriorating over time. At least, that's the frame of thinking that Tkachuk had when he decided to elbow 2-time Stanley Cup champ Drew Doughty. Interestingly, Doughty, over the years, displayed a tendency to lash out and let his emotions get the best of him. This made him the perfect target for a young Tkachuk to exploit. Anyways, the antics did come in handy oftentimes for Tkachuk, as he was able to insert emotion into games when need be. After having a similar rivalry with Zach Kassian and stirring media controversy throughout, Tkachuk, by the time the 2020-21 season rolled around, was still the main antagonist in most Calgary contests. Once the remaining seconds were winding down on the clock between the Maple Leafs and Flames in January of last year, the animosity on ice had come to a head. With a 4-3 loss to Swallow, Tkachuk visibly lost it after Jake Muzzin flipped the puck his way. And after a vicious tantrum, Tkachuk slammed the door on captain at the time Margiotta in a fury. This incident would later be addressed on Elliot Friedman's 32 Thoughts podcast, where he discussed how Tkachuk's actions affected the team. The insider went on to say that many of his teammates weren't okay with his antics. After Giordano departed for Seattle last offseason, many speculated that the captaincy would be given to Tkachuk prior to last season's beginning. However, instead of granting the C to Tkachuk, or anyone for that matter, Daryl Sutter and company decided to have a few alternates instead. Hey everyone. So you might have seen recently that I actually posted on the community tab that I have partnered up with Patriot Supply, which is your best option for an emergency food source. So whether you're outdoorsy, you live in a place where natural disasters may happen, or you're just worried about food shortages, Patriot Supply is definitely the way to go. So what we have going on for this month, for September, is actually a pretty good deal. So if you click my link below, you'll be able to get $50 off a 4-week food ready kit. This particular kit that they sent me has mac and cheese, potato soup, the oatmeal, of course, and chicken and rice. So if you're interested, just simply click the link below in order to support me and also get better prepared and ahead of what may happen. And now, back to the video. For Tkachuk, it's easy to say that he went out with a bang in many ways from Calgary. Firstly, the forward for the first time in his career was able to reach the triple point threshold along with Johnny Gaudreau. Therefore, as his contract was soon to expire, during some closing meetings on the season, Tkachuk made sure to give Flames fans some needed assurance that he was indeed open to staying in Calgary. Mind you, that was in late May of this year. Fast forward a couple months and Tkachuk had completely changed his mind. Instead of re-upping with Calgary, Tkachuk informed Living that he wanted out. This sudden shift in his decision-making stunned not only Flames fans, but the hockey world alike. And after he was traded in a blockbuster deal involving Jonathan Huberdeau, among other pieces, an interesting tidbit of information leaked its way into media headlines thereafter. According to his former teammate, Tkachuk had his sights set on succeeding Giordano and becoming the next captain in Calgary. When that didn't come to fruition, like Tkachuk would have liked, and the Flames decided to go in another direction, according to, this was what prompted the abrupt change of plans. Instead of opting out because Johnny Gaudreau was leaving, Tkachuk in theory then departed because his ego was brought down a notch. And while this is obviously hearsay and not corroborated by any other sources, it's strange to believe that would make something up like this out of the blue. Either way, the Florida Panthers, who already have an established captain, probably aren't surrendering the position anytime soon. In conclusion, like every other video that's been done in similar fashion, this is just information. And while theories are often interesting to entertain, like I always try to do, I like to always keep things open in order to let you all decide whether or not they have merit to them. While it does seem like the type of player that Tkachuk is on ice could have a larger than life ego off of it, we as viewers and fans only get snippets of the real story. Therefore, in closing, is Matthew Tkachuk a locker room cancer, or just misunderstood? Comment your answers below and let me know what you think. And as always, thank you for watching.